University. I want to continue the discussion on the relationships between bond value and various characteristics. So when the yield to maturity is equal to the coupon rate, the value of the bond or the price is equal to par. So in this class, since par is equal to 1,000, the price is going to be equal to 1,000 when the coupon rate is equal to the yield to maturity. And if one side of this relationship holds, the other will. So if I told you the price of a bond was $1,000 and I told you the yield to maturity was, let's say, 8%, you would know the coupon rate was 8%. Or if I told you that the coupon rate was 7.2% and the yield to maturity was also 7.2%, then you would know that the price was $1,000. So we can think of these as kind of neutral coupons when they're equal to the yield to maturity. Not particularly high or not particularly low, and the price is equal to par. What happens if we have relatively low coupons? And that would be as when the coupon rate is less than the yield to maturity. So there's nothing about the coupon rate saying 10% high or 6% high. It's how it compares to the yield to maturity for that particular bond. So coupons are a good thing. We like getting checks in the mail. So therefore, if the coupons were relatively low, that wouldn't be good, and the bond value, the price, would be less than par. We refer to that as the bond selling at a discount. So if we know that the coupon rate's less than the yield to maturity, relatively low coupons, not much of a good thing, therefore not much of value, so the value would be less than par. On the flip side, if the coupon rate is greater than the yield to maturity, relatively high coupons, that's a good thing. We like coupons. These are high coupons, so we like that. So the value of the bond, the price of it, would be greater than par, greater than $1,000. And we refer to that as a premium bond selling at a premium. So we can take a look at that graphically. So here we have a bond that has a coupon rate of 10% and matures in 25 years. Notice that when the yield to maturity is 10%, the price of the bond is $1,000, consistent with the relationship that we said here. Now suppose the yield to maturity is less than 10%. That puts us down here. Well, if the yield is less than 10 and the coupon rate is 10, then the coupon rate's higher than the yield to maturity. That's a good thing. And as you can see, the price of the bond is greater than 1,000. Premium. On the flip side, when we're over in this zone and the yield to maturity is greater than 10%, well, the coupon's 10, so therefore the yield to maturity is greater than 10, and as you can see here, the coupon rate of 10% is less than the yield, so relatively low coupons. That's the case where you trade at a discount and the price is less than $1,000. So you can see graphically what's characterized by those three relationships. All right, so let's try a problem. We've got two bonds, A and B. A, it's got a coupon rate of CA, a yield to maturity of YA, face of 1,000, and it matures in TA years. B, coupon rate, yield to maturity, and matures in TB years. So what do we know? We know that the coupon rate of A is greater than the yield on B, which is greater than the yield on A, which is greater than the coupon rate on B, and it's all greater than 0, so no funny business going on. So the question is, how does bond A, the price of bond A, compare to the price of bond B? Or, since we don't know anything about the relative maturities, it's not clear. So take a minute to think about it. You can pause it because I'm about to go over the answer. So what do we know? We know that the coupon rate on A is greater than the yield on A. So CA is greater than YA, so we know that the price of A is greater than 1,000. What else do we know? We know that the coupon rate on B is less than the yield on B. And so since the coupon rate on B is less than the yield on B, we know that the price of B is less than 1,000. So if the price of A is greater than 1,000 and the price of B is less than 1,000, A must have a greater price than B, and the answer is C. Price of bond A is greater than the price of bond B. So just use the relationships in a problem like this, which can seem intimidating and confusing and ambiguous, is actually quite clear.